Hey, what's up there, guys? It's Daniel here, and you might be able to tell I sound a little bit different. And no, I'm not sick. I actually have a mic plugged in, whereas before for my commentaries, I just kind of used my built-in mic on my laptop. And yeah, so tell me, guys, or wait, never mind, scratch that. Yeah, I'm using my Tritons X720s on my PC. I heard the mic quality isn't that good, but I tried it out and it seemed to work alright. I just had to do some improvising with some stuff, and I'll talk about that in a bit. But yeah, sound quality sounds alright. I want to see what you guys think about it. Do you think I sound better, worse? Tell me in the comment section, and yeah, be honest, guys. Don't have to tell me like I sound like a hobo, but you know, tell me if I sound, if it's a clearer or better quality and whatever. And as I said, I had to improvise, and what I mean by that is what is this? The boom mic doesn't have like a pop filter, whereas a lot of other mics kind of have like a foam covering to filter out the pops, which is kind of, when you say P and stuff, it kind of makes a popping sound on your mic. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but yeah, what I did is I got a proper pop filter from one of my mics, and I'm just kind of holding it up to my mouth because that seems to work alright. And I mean, improvising, right? You do what you can with what you have. This is currently what I have, so yay me. If you haven't noticed already, this is not Call of Duty. This is actually Bioshock 2, and I'm playing with Ambu, as you saw me shoot him right there. And right here I'm having some trouble trying to research this guy, but sorry, I can't seem to start. Yep, there we go. Never mind. But yeah, so this is Bioshock 2. And yeah, this is my first game ever online. I've been doing a little bit of the story. I gotta get back into that. The thing is, my Xbox has kind of been going weird and hasn't been able to read the disc or some weird thing like that. And I don't know what's going on. I think the laser reader's actually dying out. So, yay. I'm jealous right here. I see that guy with the Big Daddy suit. I'm like, no, I wanted it. Well, I think he dies pretty quickly. He's not the best player out there. But yeah, as I said, this is my first game ever, and I think I do relatively well considering, it's my first game. I'm newbie. I'm level 1. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, when you go online and it's your first game, and it's a online competitive game. You usually get your ass handed to you, but I think I do relatively well, and I actually get the best score, I believe. Even better than Ambu, who was like level 20 or so. But yeah, we had a great time, and yeah, the setup I'm using, which is kind of the only setup I could use, is I got my shotgun, I got my pistol, Winter Blast, and Incinerate for my plasmids, and that's about it. You might be able to tell by the delay of hit markers that I have a pretty bad connection, and yeah, considering I have a bad connection, and it was my first game ever, I think I did relatively well. So yeah, I guess I'll talk about my initial impressions on the game for online. I mean, I bought this game, or I actually pre-ordered it, but it didn't work, or I mean, it didn't send out straight away, which is kind of disappointing. But yeah, I have it now, and it's great actually. Story is great so far, and online I was a bit skeptical about when it was first announced, and I had a feeling they would do that just because a lot of games are going into that now, and yeah. It's I thought it would be kind of just tacked on, but it's actually quite a lot of fun. And I mean, it's not the best multiplayer game out there, but it's definitely a whole bunch of fun, and a nice addition to the game, a nice change. Right here, I was lucky enough to be right next to the Big Daddy suit as it spawned, and I feel like I have power, so I'm gonna smash this guy in the face and kill him. And yeah. So yeah, I had my first GB match yesterday, and if you guys don't know what GB is, it's game battles, which is kind of just like a competitive match or leaderboard thing. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, it's kind of just competitive. Online has like a leaderboard, and you get ranked and all that stuff, and it's just private matches on Call of Duty and all these other different games. But yeah, it was interesting. First few games, we did 3 games total, which has 3 games within each game, if that makes sense. And it's interesting because we live in Japan, but they don't have an Asian ladder, so we just joined the American one, and only one guy was upset, or one team was upset about us not being in the States. But I mean, meh. But it was yeah. Like, if anyone has played competitive, like real competitive, it's yeah, it's interesting because you always have those people who try and sneak their way into getting a win without even playing, just by saying you're cheating and trying to create rules up and stuff like that. And we had a few of those guys, and it was kind of annoying. But yeah, I think we lost every game just because the first 2 we had like issues with the setup or something. I don't know, like friendly fire wasn't on, so it didn't count officially, so our win didn't count and stuff like that. But I mean, if there's no BS and stuff, we would have won every game. But oh well. And I mean, it's our first few games, so I don't mind. It was a bunch of fun. So yay. Yeah. So it was all right. I don't know what to say, but yeah. It's yeah. It was yeah. Sorry. They're like one team that kind of really got on my nerves. They were kind of saying to us that 2 of their teammates cannot connect to majority of hosts, so they have to host it. But we're like, but then that's just totally unfair, kind of thing. And they're like, no, but we're not going to let you host just because you don't live in the States, kind of thing. And so we're like, well, we have an American guy on our team. He lives in the States. He lives in California, so he can host it for us. And they kind of just they said, if you don't kind of stop, then we're gonna this counts as a forfeit, and we automatically win, kind of thing. So we just stopped complaining. And then the next game, we're like, okay, we host this one. And then they're like, no, since we host twice, you can't host anymore, and stuff like that. And we're like, what? You guys didn't let us. But yeah, it was kind of just cheap and stuff. All right. Yeah, sorry about that little tangent. It was just a little bit frustrating and annoying, and not to mention, most of them had their mics too close to their mouth, and you could hear them breathing. It really sounded like they were watching a porno or something like that. It was quite irritating. But yeah, I'm excited to do more, hopefully with less retarded people. Yeah, so that's that. Yeah. Now let me see. What should I talk about? Yeah. It seems like my new background has been getting decent feedback. I know a lot of people were saying that it's a little bit plain and I should add some more text and stuff, and I will in a matter of time whenever I get into that and finish it. Sorry. But yeah. I don't know what to talk about. I'm really kind of, yeah. It's since my update on my Hauppauge, which is my HD capture card that's coming. I've ordered it, and I put in all the details, credit card and all that stuff. But I have to fax the credit card again, or like I have to fax it to be like, oh, okay, well, I understand that I have to pay $50 for shipping. So, you know, like, yeah, I just have to send my credit card, fax it in, kind of thing, a copy of it, and yeah, my dad hasn't done it yet, so it hasn't shipped out yet, but it should be coming soon. But that's game. I go 22, 6, and 4, which I think is pretty good considering, you know, it is my first game and all. So, yay. I'll level up to rank 2. That's right, guys. Rank 2. Alright, peace, guys. Have a good one. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe.